Life was very different now for Adam and Eve. Instead of tending a fertile garden and picking fruit when they were hungry, they had to work hard to wrest a living from the soil. Instead of feeling safe and free from fear, they had to find shelter against the wild animals that had once been their companions. The ease and beauty of their former life were gone forever. As Yahweh had warned them, they knew both suffering and sorrow, and Yahweh himself no longer walked upon the earth to talk to them. Yet there was still goodness in the world. Yahweh loved Adam and Eve, and they loved him in return. Adam learned how to till the soil so that the crops would grow and there was food to eat, and Eve learned how to make a home for her husband and herself. Even though they could no longer talk directly to their Lord, they could still keep close to him by offering him their gifts of love. Upon the rough stone altars that Adam built, they would place the fruits of their harvest and the lambs of their flock as tokens of their faith. Because their love was great, so were their gifts. It was to show that they were willing to offer everything they had, that they brought not only the food they grew from the soil, but also creatures of flesh and blood to the altar of their Lord. As time went by, Eve gave birth to the first baby in the world, a sturdy little boy, whom she and Adam named Cain. Before long, a second baby came, and they called him Abel. As the boys grew up, they began to help their father on the land. Cain, like his father, preferred to work in the fields, tilling the soil and looking after the crops. Abel liked to tend the flocks, so he became a shepherd. In time, it came to pass that the two young men built altars of their own to bring gifts to the Lord. Cain brought the fruits of the field for his offering, and Abel brought the young lambs of his flock. Yahweh was pleased with Abel and his offering, because the younger brother was giving him creatures who lived and breathed, even as Abel did. It was almost as if he were giving himself to Yahweh. But Yahweh was not pleased with Cain. The older brother was not giving freely of himself, and so was not offering all that Yahweh desired of him. Cain felt Yahweh's displeasure, and he became angry because it seemed to him that he had done his best. After all, he had brought the fruits and grains he had grown with his own hands. Surely no more could be expected of him. His face fell, and he raged inside himself. Yahweh saw his sullen look and the anger burning in him. "Why are you angry?" said the Lord to Cain. "And why is there a frown upon your face? If you do well, you will be accepted, and if you do not, you must know that you are in the wrong. It is for you to master sin, not to give in to it." But Cain would not try to please the Lord. Instead, he let his anger grow until it took command of him. Why should Abel be more favored than he? And why should not the Lord place an equal value on his offering? The two brothers went together into the fields and talked. Cain's rage was growing, and the talk grew into a quarrel that became so fierce that Cain's anger overflowed. He sprang at Abel and attacked him bitterly, and when the sudden assault was over, Abel lay dead in their father's fields. Cain left him lying there. The Lord spoke to him again. "Where is your brother Abel?" "I don't know," Cain lied. "How should I? Am I my brother's keeper?" God knew that Cain was lying. "What have you done?" he said. "The blood of your brother cries out to me from the ground. Because of that, the earth that drinks the blood shed by your hand shall forever curse you. When you till the soil, it will not yield crops for you. From this day on, you will be a wanderer and a fugitive throughout the land." At last, Cain was afraid. "My punishment is more than I can bear," he cried. "You have driven me away from yourself and from the company of men, and nowhere on the face of the earth will I find a home. Where shall I go? I shall be a homeless vagabond, and every man's hand will be against me as I wander. Any man who finds me will surely try to kill me." Then the Lord said to him, "Whoever kills Cain will be punished 7 times over. I will put a mark upon you, so that you will be known wherever you go, as a man to whom no harm shall come. You will not be killed by anyone who finds you." So Cain left the land of his parents and wandered into a far country called Nod. He no longer spoke to Yahweh, yet Yahweh did not forsake him. Although Cain had killed his brother, Yahweh let him live to build a city and find himself a wife. And in time, Cain's family became great in numbers and rich in worldly goods. But they did not worship Yahweh.